beautiful ladies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So I'm just starting off with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer just to kind of create a base for myself. I am going to be switching over to just regular video audio, but I kind of just wanted to give you all an introduction before I, started everything. And I'm just setting my primer with some translucent powder. I learned this trick through Jackie Aina and TikTok about just how to make your makeup last a little bit longer, and it actually does work. And now I'm just color correcting because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation around my under eyes and around my mouth area. So I'm going in with a really light concealer and some orange pro concealer around my cheek area. Not too much, but I'm gonna blend that all out. I know it looks a little bit crazy right now.
Going back and forth between a voiceover and me actually talking. So I'm gonna be trying out the new Huda Beauty Luminous foundation, and I tried it one day before, but I did not do my makeup well that day, so it kind of really cracked a lot, and I used too many mattifying products, so it kind of started to break up. But now I'm going to be doing my makeup like for real this time, and like actually taking my time and making sure that I'm using the right techniques and doing my makeup as I would if I was going somewhere really nice, or I was trying to have my makeup last all day long, so I can give it a fair shot. This is their new formula, and I am in the color Gingerbread. It's a little light for me, but since my chest is lighter than my face, I have like a million different colors going on, but since it matches my chest more than it does my face, so we're just gonna go with it, and I can always tone it down with bronzers and contour. So before we get into that, I'm going to underpaint. I'm gonna switch back over to voiceover just so I can concentrate and focus and show you guys what's going on, and I'll come back in between kind of just to give my thoughts on the foundation. And I've been trying a new technique of contouring my nose. I might still do a little bit of powder contour on the top when I put on my foundation, but I don't want my nose contour too harsh. And this is gonna be like my honest opinion of the foundation, not just because it's Huda. So the consistency is very thick, more thick than what I'm used to, but it is a full coverage foundation. It's supposed to be comedogenic or comedogenic, I think that's how you say it, which is not supposed to clog your pores, and I think that's really good because a lot of makeup, okay, you guys see how light that is, but don't worry, we'll blend that in because I feel like it matches my neck a lot more. It's not so like as it is with my neck. Like, let me put it down here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's a lot better of an even, it's closer to my neck than my face. And my face is just like, wow, that's bright. But on my neck, it's not showing that it's super bright like that. So never fear, we will blend that in and make it not look so obvious. So for this foundation, I am going section by section because it dries down really fast. So I just work in little pumps and little sections. I don't do full pumps, especially foundations like this, because they just dry down extremely fast. But definitely, if you have a lot of, sorry, there's something in my eye. If you have a lot of dark marks, like really dark marks like I do, and are just looking for like a full coverage foundation, I feel like this is really good. And it doesn't feel heavy. As I put it on, I've definitely put foundations on in the past that felt so heavy when they were full coverage, and this does not feel like it at all. It honestly feels like I have nothing on my face, and as you can see, it's blending out pretty nicely. I have a lot of dark marks and pimple scarring, and it's pretty much covered everything. I might just go over that section one more time just to make sure it's completely covered, because we are going for like a glam look, or like a full glam, or just like a full coverage look. Just gonna let that concealer sit for a little while. It's always good to let your concealer kind of dry down a little bit before you start blending it out. Trust me, you'll thank me later. It is so much, it goes on so much better, so much more control, and like not so much like moving around when you let it just sit down for a while. Take that 16-hour camo concealer, the one I've been using in my other videos, just a dot, because it's light. It's a lot lighter. Well, it's close in shade, but as you can see, this has a little bit more yellow, and I like that better than this one is just white. Like, I didn't realize it until I was like comparing it to my other concealers. I'm like, it has no depth. It's just white, and I was just like, that's why sometimes when I do my makeup, I'm like, things are not blending right, because this is just way too light. But I'm just putting it in the inner creases so it can just brighten up even more. And this concealer dries down fast, so there is literally no need to wait. I'm gonna be using the Fit Me Loose finishing powder just to set under my eyes and set under my under eyes, just like pressing it in. And do the same thing for the other side. Because with the baking, it just ends up way too cakey for my liking, and I'm not able to blend things out, so and it leads to too much like creasing and shifting, so that's why I just lightly. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera just for time's sake, and I will catch you guys back later. Take this brow control from Maze Cosmetics. It's gonna brush that up. It kind of supposed to give like that soap brow effect if you do it correctly. I wish I had a smaller spoolie. I don't know where all of mine disappeared to. Ah, there's one. Just doing something really light, just like taking that brown and like swooping it at an angle, so that way it gives more of a cat-like effect with the concealer, instead of just like always just dragging my eyeshadow from back to front like that. I just try to like swoop it across so it'll be at an angle. Of course, you can always clean it up with a concealer, but I want to add a pop of yellow to the crease, so I'm going to take, sorry, I have like my food on here too. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay's all-nighter setting spray and just spray it on a little tip brush like this, just so I can get the inner crease of my eye so the color can really come through. I'm gonna add a little sparkle to there too, just so it'll be brighter. With my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, I feel like it would be too matte because of how like matte the foundation is. Foundation is very matte. I still feel like I have nothing on my face, which is like 10 out of 10, like the best part about it, because usually with matte full coverage foundations you feel like you're wearing a brick on your face, but it does not feel like that. I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. Now my skin, just because my skin is sensitive, it can tell that I'm wearing makeup, but it doesn't feel heavy, and that's what I like about it. And it's very breathable. It's supposed to be mask proof, and I'll probably take a video of my mask like when I'm leaving work just to see how it held up, but just to see how much transfer actually happened, because I feel like no matter what, it transfers, especially on rough cloth mask, it transfers. But I'm going to try it on the disposable ones to see how much transfer actually gets onto the mask. So I'm using this Pearl Essence Soothe Rose Water Facial Tonic. At the end of today's video with Huda Beauty's new Faux Filter Luminous foundation. Overall, right now, I'm gonna give the foundation a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was just a tad bit too thick. That's the only reason why I'm not giving it 8 out of 10. But overall, it's really nice. The points might increase by the end of the day depending on how it does, how much oil, how much breaking up it does. I'll check back in with you guys later tonight. So I'm gonna be wearing this for about 5 to 6 hours just to see how it does, but I really love it. I really love this look. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. And of course, if you're interested on how I got this red Ariel color, definitely go look at my video. I will link that in the bio of how I achieved this color. But you guys have a wonderful and blessed and productive week. I will see you guys next time. Bye, love you. Back, the time is exactly 8:43. I was gonna show you a mask transfer proof thing, but I feel like it would not be accurate simply because I was at work and I have to wear masks all throughout work, and I'm talking a lot at work and moving around and getting really hot, so I feel like it just was an accurate representation. It did transfer, but partially because I was kind of like sweating and talking so much, and my mask just much. But for all that smudging and for all that transferring onto the mask, it doesn't look that bad. I'm definitely oily in like my T-zone as usual, but overall I still feel like it still looks really nice. Like, it's not bad at all. It's something I feel like could be fixed with some powder if you were out on like a hot day or just really out for a really long time. Of course, there is some creasing around my nose area, but overall I feel like the sides, an 8 out of 10. It's a really good foundation if you really want a full glam and you want something that's gonna last you a long time and still look great even when you get oily. This is definitely a great foundation. So I'll let you guys take a look.